Hey everyone, my name is Juliana and I'm a nutritionist. Welcome back to watching one of my videos on PCOS and diet. So I really wanted to make a video outlining really important factors that you can do to control your PCOS as best you can with what you can do through food. So it's really important, as you know, living with it every day. When you have PCOS, you are at increased risk of developing what's called the metabolic syndrome, like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and high blood sugars. This is the most common risk associated, I would say, with PCOS, unfortunately, as well as infertility. So we have to make sure that, as much as possible, we can control it through food. So these are some tips that you can do to help manage it. So with PCOS, the number one thing you want to do is watch your carbohydrates. So there's something called a glycemic index spectrum. So it ranks from 0 to 100. And when you have something that's going to digest quickly and shoot up your blood sugars quick, that's going to be high on the glycemic index. So being on the glycemic index, when you have like white bread or white rice, that's going to shoot up your blood sugar from 0 to 100 real quick. So we want to make sure that we are avoiding any kind of food that will cause this kind of jump in your blood sugars, because your body can't help itself in regards to regulating your blood sugars. So we want to avoid eating those foods. So you want to have foods that are high in fiber, because when you have foods high in fiber, they can't spike up quick. They're not easily digested. They take a long time to digest, which keeps you feeling full longer and which helps create that stabilized blood sugar as opposed to a big spike, which is not good, okay? So the foods that are really high in, or the foods that you want to stick to that are going to be high on fiber are whole grain. So whole grain pasta, whole grain bread, whole grain crackers, whole grain anything. That will be the best bet, as well as high fiber vegetables and fruit. High fiber fruit would be berries, apples, pears, prunes. The list goes on. So those are the types of things you want to eat to help you manage it. I'd also recommend cutting down your carbohydrates. So if you normally have 2 pieces of bread, you go for seconds on your pasta or anything like that, cut it down. When you make pasta, add some vegetables and add some meat in it, so you're not just eating carbs. Instead of having 2 pieces of toast, have one. Look for alternatives. Find ways to cut out the carbs if you can, just to help manage your insulin, and because it's a hormone. Insulin is a hormone, and to help regulate your hormones. Okay. So at the end of the day, managing your blood sugars and managing your insulin levels is vital at this point. Chromium is a mineral that brings me to my next point that is really, really important for managing your insulin levels and regulating blood sugars. So we want it, and it's more prevalent in complex carbohydrates like the ones I mentioned, like brown rice or whole grain carbs and pastas, etc., and bread. So having that will be beneficial for sure. Another mineral that will be really good is magnesium. So magnesium is another nutrient that's going to be really important. And in fact, if you are deficient in magnesium, you're at increased risk of having high blood sugars and having a really bad low insulin resistance. So we have to make sure that we're eating leafy green vegetables that are going to be, which are high in fiber and lots of other minerals like iron. And it's going to help manage your blood sugars and help stabilize your insulin levels. With that being said, another really good thing that's going to help, or that's high in magnesium, I should say, speaking of the mineral component, are nuts. Nuts are really, really good because they have the minerals and they're high in fiber and protein. But most importantly is that they have high healthy fats, so polyunsaturated fatty acids. So polyunsaturated fatty acids, the healthy fats, are very, very good for you in managing PCOS. They're also known for managing weight, which is really important for PCOS, inflammation, and managing your hormones too. They're really, really good for managing your hormones. So, sorry, I have a little bit of a cold. Try to get those, the salmons, the tunas, the avocados, the peanuts, peanut butter, almond butter, those kind of nut butters. and other like seeds too, pumpkin seeds, which are my favorite seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds. Really good in fiber, which is really important for the glycemic index reason I told you, and for the other beneficial reasons like the omega-3s. So get a load on the healthy fats, cut down on the saturated trans fats. Absolutely, they only help you with increasing your cholesterol, which you know you're at risk for, and they also increase your weight, which is not good for PCOS. So we have to make sure we cut those out. Which kind of leads me to my next point, which is meat. We want to have good, high quality, pretty much organic meat if you can afford it. Having organic meat is so important because they add fillers and things like that to the other processed meats, which can really affect your hormones. Yeah. So we want to make sure that we're having meats that have not been subjected to any hormone, that are grain fed, that are fed properly. If you are a meat eater, not a vegetarian or vegan, and that's going to help manage your symptoms as well. Okay, so the main points are high fiber diets, which is a low glycemic index diet. Then it's the chromium and magnesium mineral supplements that you need to have. Healthy fats and organic meats. Those are really important. And another point I want to bring up that's part of nutrition is exercise. So to help you, to help you managing your weight is to exercise to help create that calorie deficit. So pick an exercise routine that you like. Go dancing, go swimming, go for walks, go to the gym, work out, do some videos, go do yoga, whatever you like, whatever gets you moving and comfortable. Please feel free to be active, have fun with it, don't make it a chore, and that's going to help manage your hormones, it's going to help manage your regularity, it's going to help manage everything. So hopefully that helps you. I really hope it does. I wish you all the luck with your, dealing with your PCOS, and I wish you all the best. Thank you for watching.